seconds, you know what I mean, that was any damn good without it. I said, fuck no. There is not one person that was any good, that was successful at all, if it, you know, unless they were fucking choking to death on their own vomit. Every last one of them. They all were, you know. So I don't know about you guys, but I like my rock stars choking on their own vomit. And you know. So like, what's it matter anyways? Like I don't care if guys do steroids. I think that's way worse. You know, like you got guys out there doing steroids, and then like, you know, they're on me trying to be on my case for weed. It's like, what about green tea? You know what I mean? It's like, what about whole herbs? You know, because these things aren't dangerous. Like you take cocaine and you add shit to it and you know, make it into another chemical, and then it's not, you know, and then now it's dangerous. You do something with alcohol, and then now it's dangerous. And then you do, you know, something with all these other medicines, prescription and over-the-counter drugs, and then now they're all dangerous. More people have died from aspirin than a whole bunch of other shit, too, and no one's ever died from smoking, you know. So, but, I mean, they're trying to say, all right, it's performance-enhancing drugs, I'm going to have to, if it's a performance-enhancing drug, I'm going to have to agree with them 100%. So, regardless whether we're going to be smoking any pot and fighting people, I don't think it is a performance-enhancing drug before the fight. That's why I think it's ridiculous that I was suspended for it, because now I wasn't loaded before the fight. It's like just about impossible to get high before the fight unless you're taking in like a fucking like a food supplement with weed in it.
Yeah, I think that was what the commission was saying, was that
yeah, but that's ridiculous. You know, like there's no way that I was fucking loaded, dude. I went all day. I sat at the UNLV. I wasn't at my hotel. If we were at Mandalay Bay, I could have gone upstairs and got loaded and then came down before we walked into the back room. But I went into the back room and I laid down, and then the dude trying to tell me to take a piss, like really soon, right before I'm going to go out all of a sudden. And they've never done that to me before. And I was like really kind of like couldn't take a piss right at first, you know? So I said, dude, hold on a second. I walked around in circles and I kept warming up. And I'm thinking, like, okay, I'm going to have to take a piss in a minute. And the guy thought maybe I was kind of rude to him or something. So then he started being rude back. He was kind of an asshole, you know? And he was like, hey, no, right now, dude, right now. And I'm like, all right, you know? And so I took it and I was going to go, you know, piss. And then he's standing in front of me and I'm like, fuck, dude, come on, you know? Give me a little room here or whatever, you know, and he's just like running around me in circles, and I'm like, all right, give me another minute, because I actually did need another minute. Especially if you're going to be hovering, you know, if you're going to be fucking hovering my dick right now, then I'm going to need just, you know, fucking 30 seconds, a minute or so to fucking, you know, try and piss. And then he takes off, he takes advantage of this and goes back and tells them that I'm not taking the test, and I'm all, whoa, dude, what the fuck? Matt Hume comes back and he starts telling me, he's like, hey, dude, you gotta suck it up and take this test for me, and or he's like, you really gotta suck it up and do this for me, dude. And I'm thinking he's talking about the fight. I'm like, all right, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do it. And he's talking about this drug. I'm like, whoa, no, I told him I'll do it. Sure, fuck, dude, give me that shit. What are you trying to say? You know, because I didn't think they're testing me for some weed. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. It's not like people were thinking like, you know, that I had it in my head that I'm going to get busted for weed and I'm scared. I don't care. I'm like, good, especially if it's like, you know, if we can make a point out of it or whatever, then fine. If I can go and be the guy to tell the whole world that smoking pot's good for you, good fucking gravy. Because, you know what I mean? I was, where was I at? What was that? What was I saying? Hello?
Hey, Nick, I just, you know, you feel obviously very strongly about this, and I'm curious, what's more important to you? I mean, is fighting more important to you, or is the ability to do what you want and smoke pot?
I gotta do to get by, buddy. All right, I'm gonna rock it and I'm gonna roll it, and I don't really give a fuck right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit, dude. I'll fight anybody. Why do you think I'll fight anybody? Because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't give a shit. I live at home with my parents. There are no women around here at all. There are no girls. I see girls once on the weekends if I don't have a fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm over here in this fight, you know, trying to make some money. You know, fucking, I don't know. I'm just rolling here. But whatever, you know, we can do whatever. So whatever's more important, I don't know. But what's important to me is that you know, I leave just people that don't think I'm a joke, because I'm not a joke. I'll fucking whoop your ass, you know. So what, you know? And that got me as far as it got me now. So if it's not now because we smoke pot, I'm like, wow, that's what got us here. You know what I mean? Smoking weed might have got us here. I mean, if you're not hanging out with your friends doing martial arts in the backyard and smoking weed and other shit like that, you might not be a mixed martial artist when you get older. You know, if you are, you might be a big fucking pussy if you hung out with the wrong homies that fucking are you know. I think, you know, making weed illegal is a little bit paranoid, don't you think? It's like saying God made a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like you've got the whole world and earth and all its holy creations, right? And God's like, look at my whole world and all its holy ways. He's like, oh my me, oh shit, I left weed in here. Yeah, right. You know, he's like, I left weed in here. Shouldn't have smoked that joint on the third day. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You think he forgot or something? You know, I mean, just looking at it from a religious point of view or anything, or something like that. You know, and then it's like, oh, fuck! Now he's got to create Republicans or something, right? Or whatnot. I don't know anything about it, dude. I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. I'm just fucking irritated that I get suspended and put a dent in my career because I want to smoke some weed, you know, and I can pass the fucking drug test. You know what I mean? I'm addicted to marijuana. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. It's whether or not I would rather quit smoking marijuana. And I could be at this point in time. I'm success. I feel pretty what's the word? Content with what I've done in my lifetime, because I've done way times 10 more than I ever thought I would amount to. Okay, I could fucking live in Santa Cruz on the beach, fucking smoking weed, fucking living in a fucking tent for 2 years for all I give a shit. I don't care, especially after you guys drop me fucking 10 grand on a sponsorship or some shit like that. You know, I'll hold on to that for a couple of years and fucking eat some organic food, fucking chilling on the side of a road. I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
Why don't you care?
As long as they'll let me, I will fucking whoop people's asses, and I will live off it, and I will get paid for it, and I will do it for the good of mankind. I'll do it for the good of my family. I'll do it for the good, you know what I mean? For whatever else that I want to stand up for, that I believe in, which isn't very much. So I don't see why there's such a problem with it, you know. But whatever, you know. I mean,
I
hey,
think, Nick, I think the commissions and stuff have a hard time with it, obviously because it's illegal, and B, it's a way that, you know, mixed martial arts is a professional sport now. Fighters are professional athletes.
But it's not illegal if you have a prescription, dude.
Do you have a prescription?
Huh?
Do you have a prescription?
Maybe I do.
All right. Well, my thing is, though, is the commissions, you know, as a professional athlete now, don't you feel that, you know, you have responsibilities as a professional athlete to a certain extent? You're in the public's eye. Doesn't that mean maybe you need to clean up your act a little bit more, or act a certain way?
Yeah, but what if I think the public eye needs to clean up their act a little bit more? And that sounds stupid because I'm a stupid fighter and I didn't go to school, right? Well, maybe I didn't go to school long enough to learn enough to know that, you know, I'm not a fucking sheep, and they've got some control over some people's way of thinking, and it's pretty fucking strong, and it doesn't make any damn sense. Like, for instance, they shove chemicals down your children's throats from second grade, first grade on. I don't know if you knew about that, but they shove methamphetamines down your kids' throats. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It goes right in those fuckers, and they're like, oh, no, we got the best ADD and ADHD doctor around. We got the best one around. And I'm like, yeah, because he gets that fucking chemical into every one of these damn kids on the block. You go to their school, open up the fucking the medicine cupboard, and you got 20 different kinds of Prozacs and fucking and Paxils and fucking antidepressants and Ritalins and Adderalls and all this fucking methamphetamines and weird fucking crazy shit. that actually takes a strong effect on you. You know, like I've dated chicks that taking this shit. You know, and these idiots, they'll give them trial packs. It's like what they don't tell you is that you have to like gradually stop taking some of these medicines too. You know, and you act like these people. You know, they know how your body is going to respond to them. They know you, and then they just prescribe it right up the ass. And then, you know, there's side effects to that shit too. It's like, it's all. I could go on and on about it. It fucking drives me insane. They could prescribe some fucking people, half the people, some pot, and they would shut up about everything. You know what I mean? It's like, but no, you want to take some Vicodin, you want to take some fucking antidepressants, you want to go into to a little shell and fucking. Everybody thinks you're weird. Next thing you know, you're taking prescription drugs. Prescription drugs and alcohol have killed more people than any of that shit ever will. So, you know what I mean? And then they're giving this to your children. It's just like the food. You know what I mean? It's like we're always going about it for a theme. Look at Vegas. You go to Vegas. Vegas is a fucking theme, dude, and that shit doesn't fool me. Every fighter I know wants to move there and wants to live there. They're fucking, you gotta be kidding me. These fucking assholes. I'm like, you guys, I love it, because they're that dumb. I'm like, I can't wait to fight them. They're so stupid. You know, they thrive off these big fucking fake titty mutant chicks that are fucking disgusting whores, every last one of them. They're all trying to do something to get somewhere. If they're up there, they're trying to fucking do it up while their old man's somewhere else, or it's just like, and regardless, you're there. You're there, like, if I were there, I'd be there to meet some people, you know, like some endorsement deals, some things, or whatnot. These people, they end up wanting to live there and move there. All they do is go out and drink, and they all drink. They all, you know, even the ones that, like, even the athletes there that don't drink, the other ones force them into drinking, and they don't go out and stand around and drink water like I do. You know, I've seen them, you know, and they all fucking move to Vegas, and they go to these clubs, and it's just like, dude, you are fucking kidding me, you know? Like, I feel like I could go out there or live somewhere in a place like that. Probably not in that place ever. I could hardly stay there for a fucking week. I hate it there, honestly. And then, you know, and then make some money for myself. Move back here to some fucking some little spot. You know what I mean? Where there's fucking a vineyard on the side of it, and I can shoot rabbits outside my door with a shotgun, and nobody's gonna say shit to me. You know what I mean? That would make me happy. You know what I mean? But everybody over here is just like, oh, I'm gotta get out of here, gotta get out of Lodi, gotta get out of Stockton, gotta move to Vegas, you know, or if you're a fighter somewhere, like, I want to train in Vegas. These people, nobody cares about each other over there either. There's no team unity over there. Those people are all like, oh yeah, we might fight each other someday, and they got this crazy hair with fucking red hair on the side and the blue hair on the side. And I'm a fighter, so when they walk into the club, oh, you're one of those fighter types, right? You know, and it's like, yeah, we party out here, and you're just like, dude, they're all popping Vicodin and eating McDonald's and fucking, and, you know, and they get away with it. But people harass me and tell me I need to clean up my act or something, or what is it again? What you're saying?
I was just saying that the commission.
What is the deal? Tell me so I know, because nobody tells me anything. So I've been 16 since I got into this game. And I've been keeping my eye open, but I mean, no one's really trying to tell me nothing here, you know. So what do you think? I'm
not going to tell you anything. I'm just saying, you know.
You were just telling me how maybe you think that I should clean up my act, or don't I think that I should, or something.
Well, I was asking you because, you know, the way professional athletes are looked upon in the public eye, you know, they have to live up to the public's expectations. My question was, do you feel that you need to clean up your act to live up to the public's, you know, perception, because perception is key in MMA. Obviously, a combat sport has a negative perception to, you know, new fans and you know, people that don't know much about the sport, and then now they're hearing about fighters testing positive for steroids and marijuana.